Mr. Vice Chairman, Sir, first of all, I would like to say that this budget has been well received by our people and therefore it was interpreted by some people, including the opposition, as a pre-poll budget. That means the budget wants to attract the people. They have also said that this is a populist budget. Formerly, they used to term a budget as anti people, but now it has been termed as populist. I do not know the meaning that they give to that term, but certainly it has tried to appeal to the people. The term pro farmer is used because agriculture requires emphasis and greater attention. Therefore, I welcome this budget. Just now, the previous speaker made an attack that although the concession given to the farmers have to be noted, yet bigger concessions have gone to industrialists. Anyway, if you want to remain ignorant about the factual position, you can make such criticism, but Tiwari ji was very careful when he was announcing certain concessions. He said that these are meant against smuggling because our polyester textiles are taxed at 42 to 72% of its cost price. Therefore, smuggling is attractive, and to reduce smuggling and to counter smuggling, the excise duty should be reduced. Is it helping the monopoly or is it helping the national industry? Workers are starving because they are disemployed in the textile industry. Immediately afterwards, Tiwari ji saw to it. Textile minister saw to it. The concerned people getting concession were called to Delhi and asked to reduce the price of the textiles to the extent the concessions were given. Immediately, the newspapers had to advertise that the entire concessions were being passed on to the immediate producers. The filament yarn or the intermediate raw material which comes to the textile mill was taxed at rupees 84 per kilogram of yarn. Now the NTC gets filament yarn by paying only rupees 10 per kilogram. It is a big help to the NTC. Now, if you do not want to look at this reality but condemn the government, it shows you have the old approach. We do not want to score debating points against you. We think that all criticism should be considered properly, even if it comes from the opposition. It is welcome. Let us try to hammer out a common economic policy. Start. Now, because of high taxation, where does it lead to? This is the main point that one has to consider. The government has also given the solution. I am not saying no. The National Institute of Public Finance and Policy document aspects of black economy in India which we discussed in this house for 2 days, had recommended and observed that since taxes are levied on a number of bases and there is a linkage between liabilities and direct taxes and indirect taxes, black money generation could be effectively or significantly reduced only if the rates of taxation of all major taxes are fixed at a reasonable level. One of the causes for large-scale smuggling of goods other than gold into India is said to be the high excise and import duty structure in relation to a number of commodities for which there is a considerable demand in the country. There is a positive link between the level of black income and the aggregate tax ratio of the economy. Now Tiwari ji, in his good faith, tried to give some concessions and reduced the burden of tax. But opposition did not take it in the right spirit. This is an attempt to lessen the evasion. But evasion is terrible. It is estimated from rupees 20,000 to rupees 40,000 crores per year, as much as you are collecting as taxes. The central government is going to collect taxes this year to the extent of rupees 45,000 crores. How much evasion is going to be there? Even state governments also collect sales tax and everybody knows how much they collect. Then what is happening in the market? Things are becoming costlier and smuggling is rising and even the evasion figure is also rising. I do not know whether it is a mental imagination or it is a fact that they have said that rupees 15,000 crores smuggling is there. That means almost the amount of export trade that we are doing. Are we not supposed to ponder over these things very coolly? Why Parliament should not discuss the question of smuggling for one day? This requires to be discussed. Then, if these concessions are required to be given to these industries and if the monopolists benefit out of it, it should be done in the interest of the national cause. The direct taxes have come down last year.